Well guys, here we are with a little bit of a cooking video. Of course I've got the idea to make some hamburger fried rice. Pretty much you fry the hamburger and then of course you cook the rice. And then you mix the rice with the hamburger, maybe add some onions if you want to get fancy, add some mushrooms, a little bit of spices, seasoning, whatevers, and then away you go. But of course the first thing you're gonna have to do is cook the hamburger. So of course, whether you start with a fresh unfrozen hamburger or hamburger that's been frozen already that you've unthawed, drop her on into the frying pan, break her on up, and then she's good for the cooking. So pretty much guys, like I said, we'll break her on up. This here happens to be still a little frozen in the center, which kind of sucks, but it's the way she is. So of course we'll let that cook for a bit and then give her a little bit of a cover up so of course the heat stays in, and then away you go. So of course I'll throw you in old fast forward mode. We'll watch this hamburger cook, a little bit of music, and we'll come back when she's all done. Of course, while the hamburger is cooking, we'll prepare the rice. Of course, you want to add equal parts of rice to water. So currently in there we have ourselves 3 cups of rice. So of course we'll put 3 cups of water. So of course, once you got the water in there, give the rice a little bit of a stir to mix her all around. Because if you just dump the water in there, the rice will float to the top, and of course you'll still have rice that won't be cooked. So of course we'll throw this rice in the old microwave, go back over, tend our hamburger and mushrooms, and then away we go. So of course guys, the hamburger is now pretty much fully cooked. We'll just reduce the heat a little bit here, and then get the mushrooms of course cooked. And then once the mushrooms are cooked, we can add the mushrooms to the hamburger. Add onions or whatever you want in the meantime, and then we're good to go. Pretty much just wait for the rice to be done, combine that all, and then that's basically your completed meal. Okay guys, so now the hamburger is all browned, and while the mushrooms and onions are basically cooked, we can combine them all together so they start to flavor each other. give them a good, well, stirring. So of course, once the rice is done, we can mix it all together. It'll flavor each other, and then we're good to go. So of course, guys, I just added the rice here, of course, just giving her a good old stir. One thing I did not show on camera was draining the meat. Once you've cooked the meat, they will, unless you're using like extremely lean meat or even lean meat, there will be grease in the pan. So you want to drain out that grease, so therefore, you know, it's just a little better for you. It's not quite as greasy when you go to eat it. If you want, you can use that grease you drain to help cook the mushrooms. Kind of add to flavor if you want. Don't add it all to the mushrooms, just add, well, some. Now, of course, I probably have the meat to rice ratio a little off, but basically, it's good to go. We'll just let this kind of, you know, cook together for a bit, and then she's ready for the serving. Okay guys, so here we go. Pretty much got the, well, everything all warmed up, cooked together, you know, flavored and all that. Basically, as you've seen here, we have ourselves mushrooms, onions, of course hamburger, and rice. If you really want, you can add yourself a little bit of soy sauce, just to kind of give it a bit of a flavor. Other than that, she is pretty much good to go. So again, bit of a recap. Of course, brown the hamburger. Put equal parts rice to water in, well, a good glass bowl or so in the microwave. You can cook rice on the stovetop, but follow the instructions on the box. While everything's cooking, combine the onions and the mushrooms together. Then once they're all good to go, the hamburger should be browned and the rice should be done. And then as you see there, combine it all together. Give her a bit of a stir, and well, then she's ready for the serving. So yeah guys, as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.